There he is, saying hi, Simon, to me. Great, I love it, Walt. You are so kind to us. Tell us about this tablet.
Well, Simon, we all know that in the tablet market, Apple has been dominant, really dominant. Some usually hovering 65–70% share. And Samsung has brought out a whole bunch of tablets called Galaxy Tabs, which have been very well known, but according to some documents in that patent suit you just referred to, they've really sold shockingly few of them, in at least the United States, over like 7 quarters, an amount that is less than what Apple typically sells in 1 quarter. So they're starting with something new and different. This is not a Galaxy Tab, this is a Galaxy Note, and it's built around this, a pen or stylus. It's not a new idea, but it's something that the iPad doesn't have. There are a lot of third-party styluses sold for use with the iPad, but the iPad was not designed around a stylus, and in fact, the late Steve Jobs disdained the stylus. So the stylus is a big feature here. They've made special Samsung programs like this one called S Note that work with the stylus. And then the second big feature here, which is also you can see, I hope, on the screen, is that you can run 2 apps at once on 2 sides of the screen. Here I have the S Note note-taking program, and on the other side, the browser showing the Wall Street Journal website. And there's a bunch of other things in here, but those are the 2 big differentiators that Samsung is hoping will make people who like to use a stylus, like to jot notes or sketch, so forth, want this over the iPad.
Now, you said it works smoothly and quickly, and the stylus split screen performs as promised. And I do like when tech companies have products that actually work as described on the box. But there's a big but, right? You don't like the battery life. You're not impressed.
Right, and I think battery life is really important in tablets. I have a standard tough battery life battery test that I use, and I use it because the companies kind of use these tests that I don't think are necessarily, that tend to overstate the battery life. And this Galaxy Note 10.1 got about 7.5 hours on my test, compared to 10 hours for the iPad, and that's 2.5 hours is a lot, I think, in terms of a difference. So,
well, it's a difference between, isn't that a difference between getting through the day and not getting through the day?
It depends, but it could certainly be, depending what you're doing and how you define the day. But yeah, sure, it could.
Yeah, I mean, a regular work day. Now, let's get back to this S Pen, this stylus, right? The thing I don't like about stylus is that they're not attached to the device. And I need some string.
Well, there is a slot here.
Yeah.
Stylus goes in this slot, and it stays in there. But if you put it down or somehow forget it wherever you are, it's $40 to replace it because it has some electronics in it that allow certain things to be done with it, like it recognizes pressure when you apply it to the screen. So if you're drawing, a line might get thicker or thinner depending on the pressure. So because there's electronics in here, this is not just a plastic stick, and it will cost you $40 to replace it, and some people might find that irritating.
Yeah, well, I think I'd be one of those people. Tell us about this ability of the Note to beam content to TV wirelessly. I think that sounds fascinating.
Well, that's something the iPad already has. On the iPad, you have to have some kind of an adapter on the TV. And the iPad uses Apple TV, which costs $99 is their adapter. Samsung is bringing out a small adapter which won't do the things Apple TV does except for this. I've seen it demoed. However, it's not going on the market yet. They haven't set a price or a date for shipping it. But in the demo I saw, it did work. And, it's a nice feature. I use it at home with my iPad so that you can sit in a chair. You can mirror the whole screen, or you can just show a particular video. So things that aren't available necessarily on the TV and come over the internet can be just beamed without stringing a bunch of cables. And Samsung will be having that as well for this device.
Great.
But it'll cost extra. I don't know whether it'll be probably less than $99, but it'll cost something extra.